I just stopped answering. For the first time in my life, I didn't beg, explain, or try to make myself smaller so they calmed down. My parents tried to buy my boyfriend off. Seriously. They pulled out a check for $10,000 and tried to pay him to disappear from my life. When that failed, they ripped away my college tuition, telling me I deserve someone from our circle, not a nobody. Now, they're blowing up my phone with frantic calls, but I'm finally calling their bluff. Let me rewind a bit. I've been dating James for almost a year now, and honestly, it's been the most incredible relationship of my life. We met in the most unexpected way, too. Remember that huge storm that hit our city last April? My Uber bailed on me when I was downtown, and I was just drenched without an umbrella. Because who checks the weather anymore, right? I ducked into this tiny bookstore to wait it out, try not to drip all over their books. This super cute guy who worked there started chatting with me about a book I was looking at. We ended up talking for like an hour, somehow rambling from books to our favorite childhood cartoons. He's a Batman, the animated series guy, which is, by the way, the correct answer. When the rain finally let up, he literally offered me his umbrella because he only lived 2 blocks away. I tried to refuse, but he insisted, saying I could return it sometime. So obviously, I had to go back, right? We exchanged numbers, started texting, and it just felt so easy, so natural. He asked me out for coffee that weekend, and the rest, as they say, is history. James is literally the sweetest person I've ever met. He's smart, he's funny, incredibly hardworking, and he treats me with so much respect. He's not for money at all. He grew up with a single mom in a pretty tough neighborhood and put himself through community college while working full-time. I admire his work ethic so much. This man never complains, even when things are tough. So, here's where my problem starts. My parents are, well, they're not exactly snobs, but they definitely have certain expectations about who I should date. We're not super rich or anything, but my dad's successful, and my mom comes from old money, whatever that even means in America, right? They pay for my private school education and my college tuition at a pretty expensive art school, which I'm grateful for. But they act like this means they get to approve every single decision I make. When I first mentioned James, they seemed skeptical, but said they were looking forward to meeting him. I should have known something was up because my mom immediately asked where he went to school and what his parents did. When I told her he went to community college and his mom was a nurse's aide, she got this particular look on her face. You know the one. The first dinner with my parents was a complete disaster. My mom accidentally spilled red wine on James' shirt within 10 minutes of him arriving. He was so gracious about it, laughing it off and saying it wasn't his interview shirt anyway. But then she did it again at the next dinner 2 weeks later. Like, how do you accidentally spill wine on the same person twice? And both times, she barely apologized. Just handed him a napkin and said something about how some stains never come out. After that, things got progressively worse. My mom started sending me links to dating apps, just for fun, and articles about how relationships formed in your early 20s rarely last. Then last week, I borrowed her iPad to look something up. And guess what? I found dating profiles for me on 3 different apps. With recent photos she must have taken from my Instagram, and these super cringe bios that made me sound like I was looking for a husband with a trust fund or something.